Hello guys, today is one of those slow Fridays for me, so I had a bit of time on my hands to think of making something fun, something that I haven't made in a long time, and those are corn dogs. Now for these corn dogs I'm using the Fry's brand, but you can use whatever you want. But anyway, let's get into the video. So first you'll add half a cup of self-raising flour to a bowl, as well as a quarter cup of the instant maize meal. If you don't have instant maize meal, you can just use ordinary maize meal. I'm also adding in a quarter teaspoon of nutmeg and 1 teaspoon of salt. Now if you're not using the instant maize meal because it's sweetened, then you'll be adding your own sugar, and then you'll just add in 2 tablespoons of sugar. But then again, you can adjust the sweetness and the saltiness of this batter recipe according to how sweet and salty you like yours to be. And then after doing that, you're going to give it a good whisk. After whisking your dry ingredients, you're going to add in your wet, which are your soy milk and or water, but I do think adding milk is better. Again, you can add whatever milk you prefer. I'm obviously using soy milk because I'm lactose intolerant, but otherwise you can use whatever milk works for you. I am adding in 1 cup of milk to this recipe, but I am adding it in increments just because my bowl is a bit small and I only realized this later on, so that is why I'm doing it this way. Also, it makes it easier for me to mix in the dry and wet ingredients better when I add it in bit by bit. After adding in your 1 cup and whisking it together, that's the consistency that it should look like. And now you're gonna prep your sausages. These are the braai-style sausages that I was talking about, made by the Fry's brand. And then for this recipe, you're gonna need some skewers. If you don't have any skewers, you could use like toothpicks, but you're gonna have to make them really small. Here, as you can see, I'm using Fry's sausages, and I just cut them up in half just because I didn't want to make a really long corn dog. If you want them to be really long, you can keep them long, I guess, and not cut them in half, but also it depends on how long they initially are. And you're gonna add in your skewers so that they are ready for you to dip into the batter and then into your hot oil. So speaking of hot oil, you are gonna heat up about 1 cup of hot vegetable oil. Best not to use olive oil because it's not the best to use when you're going to cook it for a long time and use it over a high temperature. I'm just using normal vegetable oil, and you're going to dip your sausage in there and then straight into the oil, and it comes out looking like that. And then I just repeated the same thing for the other halves. As you can see, I just decided to just put all the sausages in that bowl just so that I didn't want too many things, it just makes it easier. But look how cute these little corn dogs are. They're so cute. A bit of a disclaimer, they do sometimes puff up a little bit. I don't know what necessarily I can do to help with the puffing. If you do have some ideas, please let me know in the comment section below, and I will really appreciate it. Otherwise, without further ado, dip it in your favorite sauce. I'm using tomato sauce, all gold tomato sauce actually, and enjoy. I really enjoyed these. They were just the perfect salty pick-me-up snack for this afternoon. Bye bye.